90% of your performance in most cases goes to shopping. 90%. That means all those hours perfecting video assets, checking images, testing headlines, writing descriptions, contributing to maybe 10% of your results. Today I'll show you how to set your PMax the right way in 2026. Simple, data-driven, and focused on what actually works. Hi, I'm Andrey. I help e-commerce brands grow with Google Ads. Let's go. Let's start with the biggest mistake I see in account audits: complexity. Most accounts I look at have 5, 10, sometimes 15 Performance Max campaigns, split by category, by brand, by margin, by whatever someone read on LinkedIn last week. And here's what happens: performance tanks. Why? Because you're spreading your data too thin. Smart bidding needs conversion data to optimize. When you split everything into tiny segments, each campaign is starving for the data it needs to learn. The reality is, simpler setups make more money. Consolidate your campaigns. In fact, start with one campaign. Be profitable with a single campaign before you even think about segmenting. If you can make one campaign work, no amount of clever structure will save you. You need to go back to basics: your product, your price, your website. So here's rule number 1. Start simple. One campaign, all products, prove it works. Then and only then consider adding complexity. Now let's talk about the big debate: feed-only versus full asset Performance Max. In 2025, Google made 2 changes that completely changed how we should approach this decision. First, they added the channel performance report. PMax is no longer a black box. You can now see exactly how much each channel, shopping, search, video, display, is spending and what results each one is generating. Second, feed-only became an official option. It used to be a workaround. Now it's built into the interface. Google has effectively validated the strategy. So what's the right approach for 2026? Here's my framework. Don't guess. Don't assume feed-only is always better. Don't assume full asset is always better. Let your data decide. Here's how. When you create your Performance Max campaign, create 2 asset groups targeting the same products. One asset group uses full assets: shopping, video, images, text, display. The other is feed only, just your product feed, nothing else, so it serves only shopping ads. This creates a clean A/B test with the same campaign from day one. Let both run. After a few weeks, check the channel performance report. If non-shopping channels are eating budget without results, pause the full asset group. If they're performing, keep both. The data decides, not guesses, not what worked for someone else. Your data, your decision. I've covered the detailed setup and optimization process in another video. Before you launch any PMax campaign, you need the right foundation in place. And this might surprise you. Most advertisers focus on the wrong things. They spend weeks creating perfect images, they hire videographers, they obsess over headlines and descriptions. But here's the reality. In most PMax campaigns, shopping drives 80 or 90% or more of the spend. I've seen accounts where 99% went to shopping, 0% to video, 0% to display, maybe 1% to display. So what actually matters before you launch? 2 things: your product feed and your conversion tracking. Your feed is the foundation. Product titles need the right keywords, images need to be high quality. All attributes need to be filled in correctly. Get this right before you launch. It's the single biggest factor in shopping performance. Your conversion tracking needs to be solid. Track purchases with values. Use the Google tag with enhanced conversions, no analytics imports. That's the minimum foundation: product feed and tracking. Don't delay your launch perfecting assets that might get 0 spend. Get the foundation right, launch, then let the data show you what else you need. The last piece of a solid PMax setup is controlling your brand traffic, and most advertisers get this wrong. First, let's be clear. I don't consider separating brand from non-brand as campaign segmentation. It's common sense. Brand and non-brand should always be separate, always. Why? Because branded searches have much higher ROAS than non-branded searches. If you mix them, your blended ROAS looks great, but PMax is just taking credit for customers who were going to buy anyway. You're not growing, you're recycling revenue. So, how do you control brand traffic in PMax? Step 1. Use brand exclusions when Google recognizes your brand. This is built into PMax now. Go to campaign settings and exclude your brand. But here's what I've discovered, and this is critical. Brand exclusions alone are not enough. Even with brand exclusions enabled, PMax search terms still show popular typos for your brand name. So, step 2, create a negative keyword list with your brand name plus all spelling variants and typos. Every way someone might misspell your brand. Then, and this is important, add your negative keyword list to all your PMax campaigns, not just one, all of them. This forces PMax to optimize for non-branded searches instead of going after the low-hanging fruit of branded traffic. You'll actually see how your PMax campaigns perform for new customer acquisition. No more inflated numbers from brand traffic hiding poor non-brand performance. Now you might be wondering, where does brand traffic go? You can run a separate standard shopping or PMax campaign to capture brand searches. You can also run a brand search campaign. I'll cover brand campaign setups in detail in a future video. For now, just know, exclude brand from PMax, then capture it separately. So let's recap the 2026 PMax setup framework. 1. Keep it simple. Start with one campaign. Be profitable before you segment. 2. Test feed-only versus full asset by creating both asset groups in the same campaign. Let your data decide after several weeks. 3. Focus your time on feed optimization and product segmentation, not creative assets. That's where 80% of your results come from. 4. Control brand traffic with exclusions and negative keyword lists on all PMax campaigns. This is the framework. Simple, data-driven, and focused on what actually moves performance. If you want to see how to optimize PMax campaign once they're running, that's in the next video. I post new Google Ads strategies every week. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.